Day13, swords of iron. At this moment, rockets are falling all over Israel, even on Tel Aviv at this moment. Constant barrages on the Galilee. Right now, small arms, mortars, anti-tank guided missiles landing from the north, from Hezbollah in Lebanon. Some soldiers are killed, and we're still wondering, will it become a multi-front war, including Hezbollah and maybe other players? And of course, as more and more reports, more and more pictures of the grotesque violence of the terror from October 7th emerge, it's hard on us to see the pictures of bloodied Jewish people and Holocaust survivors, descriptions of the torture, removing limbs, chopping off fingers, killing babies, machine gunning, mowing people down in their beds in their houses. It's hard for us. And what do the Hamas want? Do they want to help the Palestinian people? Do they care about the Palestinian people? No, they don't. Is that what their bosses want in Iran? Their masters in Iran want? No. What they want is the same as ISIS, is just to have a global caliphate, a Islamic government. The amount of weapons that the Hamas brought in October 7th could have killed well over 5,000 people. It's kind of amazing that they weren't able to do that. I keep hearing this question: what is a proportionate response to Hamas terror and their massacres that they did? It's not about proportionate response, it's about completing the mission. Remove the threat, dismantle the terror organization. Thank you for speaking up on behalf of Israel. Evil triumphs when good people stay silent. Speak truth. And, this sword, it's called the Bible, our very government foundational document. That's truth. Speak the Bible out as well. It says he will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on God. That's Bible. We're all trying to make sure that we have the best body armor, that bulletproof vests, tactical gloves, tactical helmets, protection. What do you do when an IED, an improvised explosive device, blows up? What about if your friend is shot in the arm, shot in the leg, in the neck? How do you bandage it? How do you handle these situations? What if you're hit with a super bomb? What about a F-7 rocket-propelled grenade like we see from North Korea that they have there? And they also have been using it in Syria, Iraq, Lebanon, in Gaza, but we need to be strong also, over our hearts and minds, and put on the armor of God, right? Be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God that you can stand against the wiles of the enemy, with the belt of truth, breastplate of righteousness, the footwear of the message of peace. Who's the God of peace, the Prince of Peace? It's not Allah, okay? Make sure that the roadblocks to peace are removed so peace can exist. Putting on a shield of faith, a helmet of salvation, a sword of the Spirit. That's the word of God. That's what we got to do, is keep speaking out the word. And, the word says God will gather the Jewish people here and they'll make aliyah. And it's amazing in the midst of this time to see Jewish people arriving and making their aliyah. It actually encourages us to protect the homeland. We see that this is the homeland of the Jewish people from all over the world. I mean, imagine that you're on a plane making your aliyah to Israel and you see a rocket out the window of the plane and you say, hey, that Middle East place, that's the promised land. And just on a heart level, I think these critical times are times to realign ourselves with God, speak to God, pray, declare his truth. It's sharper than a two-edged sword of iron, and speak out his promises over Israel. And, a word to our enemies out there, when you meet the God of Israel soon, how do you think he'll feel concerning the way that you're treating his anointed ones? And as we're declaring his truth, Numbers 23 says, God is not a man that he would lie. Kind of like how Hamas lied and said that we blew up the hospital, that their misfire blew up in the parking lot. We've rolled back the scroll and we're reading from Genesis again. It's wonderful. There's some wonderful promises there. The Lord promises to Abraham, I will make you a great nation. I will bless you, and I will bless those who bless you. Avarech, right? And I will curse those. Aror, obliterate, destroy those who curse you. And in you all the families of the earth will be blessed. I just love this promise too. Happy are you, Israel. Who is like you? A people saved by the Lord. The shield of your help, the sword of your excellency. And your enemies will come cowering before you, and you will tread upon their high places. That is a word I'm going to remember. Share this message.